So animal companions in Assassin's Creed Valhalla is something way more different than what we actually imagined this would be. Now Ubisoft has just confirmed that we'll be having more than one animal companion in this game. Of course, the first type is being your mounts in the game, which is the horse, as well as a few other animals, which we'll get into more details in this video. And speaking of companions, we now have a raven named Sýnin, very similar to what we've seen with Origins as well as Odyssey. But this time around, the raven is not going to be the same. The raven has a hell lot of features that we have never seen before in any of the other Assassin's Creed games. Now, the first information Ubisoft put out is the customization of your animal companions, which also includes customizing your raven as well as your mounts, as well as your other wild animal beasts, which Eivor will be able to take these animals with you in order to help you during the combat. Now, first things first, you guys need to know that you will now be able to fully customize your raven, including the raven skin, as well as you can add in armor as well as weapons for your raven. Yes, that's right, you can add in weapons for your raven. Now, I know that you guys might be like, dude, what are you even talking about? Like, add weapons to your raven? It's a goddamn bird, bro. But listen, there is a way in which you can do this. Now, you can customize your raven's beak, and I think you can now add in some kind of a metal plate on top of your raven's beak, as well as you can give him some metal claws, in which raven can now help you take down the enemies. Now, Ubisoft has previously confirmed that you will now be able to use your raven as a scout, where you can basically look around and see if there are any enemies nearby. And you can also use the raven to distract your enemies, which is something we've already seen in previous Assassin's Creed games like Origins and Odyssey. But this time around in Valhalla, you'll be able to kill your enemy. You can take these enemies down or even knock them down just by using your raven. Now, how do you do that? I believe that you can basically add in some kind of armor or some kind of metal claws, which would help the raven take down your enemies. Or maybe you can just pop the eyes out with this metal claws. That would be real brutal, as well as very much like a Viking, I would say. And that is something you'll be able to do in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And also, if you guys take a look at this Ultimate Pack Edition, you can now see there's some kind of a dire wolf, which you'll be able to get if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, also, if you take a look at this raven in this Ultimate Pack, you can now see that the raven has a different type of skin compared to what we've already seen in the gameplays. Now, this is because the game will not only let you customize your character, but the game will also let you customize your weapons, as well as your gears, as well as your animal companions. And you can add in different textures, different colors. You can even tattoo your own raven. And I believe you can also add in equipments like the metal claws in order to help the raven help you during the combat systems. Now, obviously, on the right side, we have this dire wolf, which I believe is going to be some kind of a legendary skin in the game. A lot of people have been asking, what happens if I don't purchase the Ultimate Edition of the game? Will I not be getting any wolf in the game, or is this just some kind of a skin for the wolf? And to be honest, I believe that this is probably some kind of a skin for the wolf. Maybe the default wolf in the game is going to look a little bit different. This one basically adds in some kind of a white texture, so your wolf kind of looks like a white dire wolf from Game of Thrones, if you've seen that show. Now, also, if you guys pre-order the game, then you will be receiving this bonus mission called as the Way of Berserker, which is basically nothing but Eivor going on a revenge quest with one of the berserkers, where something really bad ends up happening to him and he wants some kind of revenge. And then I'm guessing that you're going to be having this tamed wild bear as your companion animal, or maybe it's just going to be your enemies. We don't really have any clarifications on that, but so far it seems like the bear is going to be in the game. And Ubisoft has also said the game will feature a lot of animals and different kinds of mounts that we have never seen in any other Assassin's Creed games before. But this time around, we will now be able to ride the dire wolf, which you can see in this Ultimate Pack, which will also be usable as one of your mounts in the game. So Ubisoft, if you're just thinking about revealing all the mounts in the game, please don't do it, because just keep it as a surprise. I would like to have that element of surprise when I actually play the game. Now, speaking of the skin, I found this high quality image where you can take a look at how the skins for your raven is basically going to look like. And they're probably going to be selling it as in-game microtransaction by selling those Helix credits, and that's how they're going to be selling all of these different skin packs, which you'll be able to purchase inside the game. Now, of course, don't worry, because these skins are just skins. They're not going to be affecting your game in any sorts of ways. Now, moving on to the next information, which is coming from Access the Animus on Twitter, and a lot of people have been tweeting me about this tweet. And according to Access the Animus information here, it says a fan Arkizep has mentioned to us that he found a mask in Eivor's Fate trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, thinking it might be that of one of the Order of the the ancient members. And a lot of people have been thinking that this guy is indeed one of those Templars, one of those Order of Ancient, because he has this weird looking mask, which is very similar to the previous masks that we have seen in Origins as well. Now, I know that you guys want to hear all about Templars and Assassins, but I just want to say this mask is not from Order of the Ancients. This is nothing but an Anglo-Saxon mask which was used back in those days. Now, I replied to that tweet saying that Anglo-Saxons mask, this was just an iconic trait for them to wear a mask with the helmet. Here's the comparison image of the real Saxon's mask. Now, this is how the real Saxon mask looks back in those days. And as you can see, take a look at this texture, also the nose as well as the mustache and everything. It is basically the same mask, like it literally has the same design as well, except that it doesn't have a helmet because helmet is a different attachment. And that's pretty much it. This guy is nothing but a Saxon, and you're going to be killing a lot of Saxons in Valhalla, of course. And of course, Darby McDevitt has already confirmed that Assassin's Creed Valhalla will have a lot of lore, which will include the hidden ones as well as the Order of Ancient, the Assassins and the Templars. So you don't really have to worry about this game not being an Assassin's Creed game, which is what I see a lot of people commenting on my videos, saying that Ubisoft has only shown us all about Vikings and raidings and all that kind of stuff. They've never spoken about Assassins and Templars, but Darby has promised that there's going to be a lot of stuff like that. So that is already confirming that this game is obviously going to be one of those ancient Assassin's Creed titles. Now, of course, lads, there's a lot of information dropping regarding Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I will be covering every single information like I always do on this channel every single day, of course. So if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that covers Assassin's Creed Valhalla from A to Z, everything you basically need about this game will be available right here on my channel. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on that little bell notification on, because if you don't do that, then YouTube would not basically send you guys the notification of my daily uploads. And also, if you guys did go on and enjoy this video and want to support me as a content creator, want to support my videos and my channel, then all you can do is basically drop a like on this video, and that would really help the channel a lot. So please don't forget to do that. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of a day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.